Most people won't fail because they took a risk. They'll fail because they never tried. They'll grow old wondering what could have been. They'll survive, yes, but they'll never live because they chose average, and average is the most dangerous place you can be. Let's get one thing straight. Playing it safe doesn't protect you. It traps you. We're taught from childhood, don't take unnecessary risks. Get a stable job. Stick to what you know. But here's what no one tells you. The safest path is often the one that leads you straight into a life of quiet desperation. You might not hit rock bottom, but you'll never rise. You'll stay right there in the middle. Safe, predictable, invisible. You'll have just enough to survive, but never enough to thrive. You'll look back decades from now and realize, I didn't live, I existed. Why do people settle? Because safety feels like control, and control feels like peace. But here's the trap. The comfort zone is where dreams go to die. Your brain is wired for survival, not success. So it feeds you lies to keep you from changing. What if you fail? What will people think? Better the devil you know than the devil you don't. But behind that fear is your potential. Behind that risk is your freedom. Think about it. Nobody dreams of an average life, yet most people live one. Why? Because average is comfortable, and comfort is addictive. What does average really cost you? The career you wanted but didn't chase. The business you never launched. The body you never built. The skills you never learned. The lifestyle you never created. The confidence you never developed. The life you could have had. Let's stop pretending average is harmless. It's not. It costs you your time, your energy, your fire. One day becomes never. Dreams fade into regrets. Passion dies in the routine. It's not that you were incapable. It's that you never even tried. 'Cause average convinced you to wait, to sit, to hope. And hope without action? That's just a slow form of self-destruction. You're not broken. You've just been programmed. From the moment you entered school, you were told to sit still, memorize, obey, follow. Then what? Graduate, get a job, buy a house, have kids, work 40 years, retire, die. This isn't a life. It's a script. And who wrote it? Not dreamers, not creators, not winners, but those who settled. And they want you to settle too, because it validates their own decisions. Don't let other people's fears become your limitations. Here's how it happens. You want more. You think about change. Fear kicks in. You hesitate. You wait. Nothing happens. You convince yourself it's okay. You distract yourself. Life goes on. Regret grows in silence. And you repeat. Until your life becomes one giant loop of missed opportunities. You aren't lazy. You're scared. But fear and regret always come as a pair. The question is, which one do you choose to live with? Everyone talks about the risk of trying and failing. But what about the risk of never trying? The job you hate slowly drains your soul. Your dreams quietly decay. Your ambition dies in silence. Your relationships become routine. You numb your boredom with screens, food, or escape. This is the true risk. Wasting your potential in the name of security. Growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. It happens in discomfort, in challenge, in uncertainty. Think about it. Muscles only grow when pushed beyond their limit. Confidence only builds when you face fear. Skills only sharpen with practice and failure. So if you're never uncomfortable, you're never growing. And if you're never growing, you're dying. No one gets to the end of their life and says, I wish I had watched more Netflix. I'm glad I stayed at that job I hated. Playing it safe was the best choice I ever made. Number, they say, I wish I'd started sooner. I wish I had been bolder. I wish I hadn't cared what people thought. The cost of being average doesn't show up today. It shows up in your 70s, when it's too late to do anything about it. If you're hearing this, it's not too late. But you need to make a decision. Stay comfortable and risk a life of regret, or get uncomfortable and start building the life you were meant to live. Risk is the gate. Growth is the reward. But you must walk through. This isn't just about motivation. It's about transformation, because comfort may feel safe, but growth will set you free. But now, the question is, how do you escape average? How do you rewire a brain trained for comfort and program it for greatness? Because the truth is, nothing changes until you do. You can't change what you don't acknowledge. And most people, they're not asleep. They're just on autopilot. They wake up, scroll their phone, go to a job they hate, come home, distract themselves with screens, and call it a life. The first step out of average is waking up. Waking up to the lies you've been fed. Waking up to the fears you've absorbed. Waking up to the life you've accepted without realizing it. You need to disrupt the pattern. Ask yourself, am I living with intention or by default? Am I choosing this life or just tolerating it? That brutal honesty is the beginning of your freedom. The average person operates from a scarcity mindset. They believe opportunities are limited. Success is for others. Failure is fatal. Comfort equals safety. But high achievers, they operate from a growth mindset. Skills can be learned. Failure is feedback. Discomfort is necessary. Growth is the goal. If you want to escape average, you have to rewire your inner dialogue. Every time you think, I'm not good at this, reframe it to, I'm not good at this yet. Every time you think, I'm afraid to try, say, that fear is a sign. I'm on the edge of growth. One of the biggest chains keeping people average is this: the fear of what others think. What will my family say? What if I fail publicly? What if they laugh at me? But let me ask you this: who exactly are you trying to impress? And why do they have that power over you? The truth? Most people are too busy thinking about themselves to care about you. The ones who judge you for chasing growth, they're stuck too. Average people want you to stay average because your growth exposes their stagnation. Break free. Don't let small minds define your future. Don't let invisible critics dictate your decisions. Don't sacrifice greatness for the comfort of others. Let's get emotional. Sometimes you need more than motivation. You need a fire, a reason, a war inside you. Get angry at your excuses. Get furious at your wasted time. Get sick of settling. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I refuse to end up like most people. I refuse to look back with regret. I will not live this average life. That anger, when focused, becomes fuel. Use it. Most people stay average because they don't know what they want. They drift. But without a clear target, you'll never hit anything. Clarity creates focus. Focus creates momentum. Momentum creates transformation. So define your version of extraordinary. Ask yourself, what do I want my ideal day to look like? What would I pursue if I had no fear? What kind of person do I want to become? Write it down, vividly, specifically, emotionally. This becomes your new compass. Ever heard the story of the general who ordered his troops to burn the ships when they reached enemy shores? No way back. Only one option: win. You need to burn your boats too. Stop trying, start deciding, stop hoping, start executing. The world doesn't reward kinda, it rewards conviction. Stop treating your dreams like side projects. If you want out of average, go all in. Habits aren't just actions, they're votes for your identity. Every time you wake up early, you're casting a vote for, I'm disciplined. Every time you do what scares you, you're voting for, I'm bold. Your actions are not random. They're shaping who you become. So stop focusing only on outcomes. Focus on identity. What kind of person do I want to become? What would that person do today? Average is not who you are. It's just who you've been conditioned to be. Start conditioning yourself on purpose. You don't need to be 100 times better today. You just need to be 1% better every day. Because here's the truth. Small improvements, repeated daily, lead to massive breakthroughs over time. 1% better every day for a year equals 37x growth. Not a theory, it's math. But average people quit because results aren't instant. Don't be like them. Commit to the process, not the applause. Let others chase quick wins. You build real, lasting change. Most people consume more than they create. They scroll, they binge, they spectate. But creators, they build, they lead, they grow. The more you create, the more powerful you become. So ask yourself, am I a consumer or a creator? Do I watch other people live their dreams or build my own? Creation pulls you out of average. Because average people wait to be told what to do. You decide to create, even if it's messy, even if it's scary, even if no one claps. Create anyway. Your external world is a reflection of your internal world. So if you want to escape average on the outside, you must conquer the inside. Control your thoughts. Guard your energy. Speak with power. Visualize success. Meditate daily. Practice gratitude. Feed your mind with truth. The real prison is mental. Break the chains. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your standards and habits. Upgrade your inner world, and the outside will follow. Average people wait. For the right time, for more money, for more confidence, for someone to believe in them. But that moment never comes. Action creates clarity. Action creates momentum. Action creates confidence. You don't need permission. Start where you are, with what you have, right now. The perfect time is a myth. Everyone sets goals, but winners build systems. A goal is a destination. A system is the process that gets you there. Example: goal, get in shape. System, work out 4 times a week. Track food, sleep 7+ hours. Goal, make more money. System, build a product, sell consistently, grow your skills. Goals motivate, systems execute. If you want to escape average, make execution a habit, not an event. Your environment is programming you, so ask yourself, who do I spend time with? What am I listening to? What am I watching every day? Is this feeding me or draining me? Cut the noise, unfollow mediocrity, mute negativity. Surround yourself with voices that call you higher, because your inputs shape your identity. Write this down. Your life's not an accident, it's a mission. Define it. I am the kind of person who takes bold action, refuses to settle, faces fear head-on, creates my future, lives with purpose, and lifts others as I rise. Repeat it daily, because when you know who you are, you'll never act average again. You've made the shift from passive to active, from comfort to courage, from average to ascending. But now comes the challenge. How do you stay consistent? How do you sustain growth without burning out? How do you build a system so solid, average becomes impossible? That's exactly what we'll uncover now. Building unshakable discipline, creating a bulletproof action plan, protecting your momentum long term, and how to make average impossible forever. Get ready. Because this isn't motivation anymore. It's transformation. You've made the shift. You see how comfort kills. You feel the danger of average. And you know that playing it safe is the riskiest move of all. But knowledge isn't power until you use it. Now comes the real test. Execution. The people who win aren't always the smartest. They're the ones who act consistently on what they know. So in this final part, you're getting the playbook, the system, the structure. No more guesswork, no more waiting. Let's break the cycle. Let's install greatness. Winners don't wake up motivated. They build momentum. The average person snoozes, scrolls, rushes. But high performers, they craft their mornings like architects. No snooze, no screen, no escape. When the alarm hits, get up. Don't wait for motivation. Train obedience. The 4-part morning system. 1. Movement. 10 to 20 minutes of exercise. Doesn't matter what. Move. It activates dopamine, resets stress, and says, I'm in control. Second mindset. 5 minutes of journaling. Write, what do I want? Who do I need to be today? What must I overcome? 3. Mission. Look at your one mission for the day. Not 10. 1. If everything else fails, this gets done. 4. Mental fuel. Read. Listen. Feed your mind. One idea can shift your entire trajectory. Average people wake up reacting. You wake up on purpose. High achievers don't negotiate with themselves. They don't ask, do I feel like it today? They decide once and then just follow through. This is what we call the no-choice system. Discipline isn't about effort. It's about eliminating decisions. How to build a no-choice system. 1. Pre-decide your critical habits. Workout, 7 a.m. daily. Deep work, 9 to 12 p.m. Reading, 30 minutes at night. No more if, just when. 2. Use identity language. I am someone who executes. I don't miss workouts. I handle what others avoid. 3. Track streaks. Gamify it. Don't break the chain. The goal isn't perfect days, it's perfect effort. Environment is stronger than willpower. If your space is chaotic, your mind will be too. Design your space to pull you forward. Make these changes. Visual triggers. Whiteboard with your goals. Vision board. Quote on the wall that punches you in the gut. Digital boundaries. Block distractions. Use cold turkey/freedom apps. Phone in another room during deep work. Simplify access to success. Gym bag by the door. Protein shake pre-made. Reading material ready at nightstand. If your environment doesn't support your ambition, you're setting yourself up to fail. Average people confuse busyness with progress, but results come from focused execution. This is where deep work enters. What is deep work? High impact, distraction-free focus on your most meaningful task. 1 hour of deep work equals 10 hours of shallow effort. Deep work protocol. 1. Pick one mission. What matters most today? Second time block it. Example, 8 to 10 a.m. Phone off, door shut, full immersion. 3. Work in sprints. 50 minutes on, 10 minutes break. Use a timer, protect the zone. 4. Shut down dopamine loops. No tabs, no notifications, no multitasking. 5. Measure outcome, not time. What did I produce? What did I ship? What did I conquer? This is how you become dangerous. Average people chase goals. Winners build systems. Goals are outcomes. Systems are processes. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. The system loop. Trigger, action, reward, reinforce. Example, trigger, alarm rings. Action, you journal for 5 minutes, reward. Mental clarity, reinforce, this is who I am now. Build systems around fitness, focus, finances, relationships, learning. Don't hope for greatness, engineer it. Success isn't complicated, it's just unforgiving. If your standards are weak, your life will be too. So set non-negotiables. Examples of high standards. I don't skip workouts, period. I don't complain, I fix. I deliver on my word, even when it's hard. Write your personal code. What do you tolerate? What is unacceptable? What do you demand from yourself? Your standards shape your reality. Most people avoid failure. You use it. Set impossible goals. Then learn fast. You grow more in one hard failure than a year of comfort. The rule of 3 failures. Every week, aim for 3 things that might fail. Ask for the promotion. Launch the side project. Pitch your idea publicly. Why? Because if you're not failing, you're not growing. Greatness isn't built in explosions. It's built in increments. One win, then another, then another. Stack them. Wake up early, win. Do the work, win. Say no to distraction. Win daily momentum formula, 1. Morning win, 2. Deep work, win, 3. Physical challenge, 4. Learn something new, 5. End with gratitude, win the day. Repeat. The world can't ignore a person on fire. When you go all in on something, people feel it. They start watching, they get curious, they want to follow. You don't need to be the best. You just need to care more than anyone else. Pick your craft. Go deep. Get obsessed. Let your intensity become your identity. You've come too far to stay average. You've seen the cost of comfort. You've felt the trap of safety. You've heard the whisper. There's more inside you. Now the choice is yours. Keep watching or start doing. Most people will forget this video in 10 minutes. They'll go back to scrolling, back to their habits, back to normal. But not you. You're different, because now you know too much to stay the same. So here's your call to action. Step 1. Pick one system from this video. Install it today, not next week. Now. Step 2. Comment below. What comfort are you giving up starting today? Step 3. Subscribe. Because this isn't the end. This is the beginning of a new you. No more average. No more excuses. No more hiding. This is your rise. This is your time. And you're just getting started. This is Elevate Your Mindset. Let's rise.